Hello there, my fellow pirates, and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. And in this video, it's gonna kind of be a bit more different, though. It's gonna be another one of those channel update things to, I guess, update the audience upon like everything that's been going on and shit, though, because it's been a hot minute, I would probably say, since the last time period anyone has really ever heard from me on the platform as it is. So let me kind of just break down a lot of things that's been kind of going on, I guess, though, and to, I guess, also update some further things going forward with the channel in general, either, I guess, like, direction-wise and just thought process-wise of kind of like how I want to be doing this going forward. So the first thing I want to mention and talk about, of course, though, is where have I been? Which probably would be, of course, the main question as to why a lot of people might be asking. Well, to kind of explain it, everyone kind of somewhat knows, which I don't know if a lot of people really knew about this, though, but at one point in time, I myself, yes, me, pirate, obviously, was working on a different channel that I was working on making videos for, recording with, voicing in, the whole 10 yards with a bunch of buddies of mine. And I was really close with for a time period, though, and unfortunately, unseen circumstances happened there, which unfortunately led to a lot of drama, falling outs, and you know, basically the whole fucking shebang there. So it's nothing like anyone's ever not seen as it is with this damn platform and its integrity and shit of it as it is as a whole. Blah. But yeah, of course, it was dealing with a lot of drama there, and of course, doing a lot more content there than, so to speak, of here, though, and shit, as it was. And just overall, it's like, I kind of fell into this kind of content sort of like just pit, so to speak, though, if that makes any sense at all. And to kind of, I guess, go into it a bit more, it's one of those things where it's like, I ran out of ideas, or at least just motivation was not there, so I just kind of just did my own thing for a bit. And, you know, recently I've had a bit more of a surge to kind of want to, you know, to do more YouTube again and maybe to go a bit more farther again, though, but I don't know, usually. I'm usually the kind of guy that likes to work part-time with this a lot of times, you know, like just upload a few videos for like about a good couple months or so and then be gone for another couple months, but everyone knows the whole story at this point in time. I'm terrible with this damn shit as it is. But yeah, that's kind of to explain the main concept as to where I've been, so to speak, for the most part. And of course, as well to getting a new computer was another, not really as a main thing, but also a decently big side thing that I was working with, because my original computer that, you know, I used to have was, I'll basically put it in a very simple complexity, and I know my editor is probably going to really put it in the very simplest way. It was shit. Very shitty, that really could not run barely anything. And then, of course, I had gotten a second computer, which was, it ran pretty well for a bit. And then, of course, that one shit the bed within like 2 weeks. So I was basically without a computer for like several months until about, I want to say about 2 or 3 months ago, that I finally decided to buy a brand new one. And now it's, you know, technically what I'm going to be recording on from here on out and editing on the whole 10 yards there. So, which is good at least now that, you know, we have that. But yeah, that's pretty much really about it when it comes to, I guess, like the main sort of like reason as to why I was gone, I guess, though, was just, again, working on another channel, drama in my own personal life, and, you know, just a whole sort of ordeal and shit with multitude of other things. So that would be my main reasoning there. And as well, too, mostly, I would say, main reason a very just big content drought. Now, a lot of people are probably going to wonder about this main question, though. And this one is probably going to be the big one that I definitely do want to answer, though, is what is the direction going to be going in for the content going forward? Well, that's a good-ass question. Basically, the plan is kind of going forward, though, is that I'm not really too sure if a lot of people did end up watching the video or not, though, but I might just put a link in the description or not, though. I don't know if I will or will not, though. I'm kind of a lazy bastard when it comes to shit like that a lot of times. But, the last video that I did post on the channel before going dark for about a couple months or so was a video that was titled Captain Blackheart Discovers VR Chat, or whatever other prior name that I had to it and whatnot. It was a new sort of video idea concept that me and my editor and very good friend Stagger, of course, some people may have known him for specifically the We're Going to Sea of Thieves live video and multitude of a couple other things here and there, and being a new editor of mine, or my main editor now, with a lot of things. Basically, that was a video that me and him recorded, and we both came up with a really good idea, though, of, like, what if we sort of, like, did, you know, like, kind of lean into more of, like, the pirate-related content, though. Mostly because I had seen how well the reception was behind the Rules of the Pirate Code videos shorts, I should say more of. I saw how well those were doing there, and they were very fun to do, and I said, you know what? What if we did more of this, though, and we did more of, like, with the character as a whole? So, that's kind of like what me and him are thinking of doing going forward, though, is doing more videos like that, though. And to kind of, you know, like, write a story with it, and to kind of go off of, like, multitude of other, rather, topics or places or things to do. Just like a crazy adventure, so to speak, to give more life to the channel in a way. To more of, like, give, like, life to a character that kind of, in a way, though, is technically the persona I have portrayed on this specific channel for many years now. Another thing, or not, another main thing I do want to go into is the discussion of future content, not only just with wanting to do more of these story-oriented videos with Captain Blackheart and First Mate Stagger, is mostly wanting to go in depth in with what about other content, such as that of a certain series of the Mortal Kombat 11 fan dub series. Well, that is another series in itself, though, that I have given some thoughts, and I'm still debating upon as to what I'm going to do with it right now as it is, though. But currently, as it will stand, I have about the next... I'm gonna probably just post a picture in the corner, though, because, hell, I can't remember the life of me, though, of what exactly the number we're on specifically for it now. But we're on that number now for the thing, and we had already made plans to go up to part 20 as it was, and, you know, there was already a fan dub or two recorded here and there, and we'll definitely still be going forward with that, though. But as to what potentially is going to be after that, though, if we're still going to continue it or not, though, will be a big what if currently, though, mostly depending upon how I feel about it, though. My main feeling right now when it comes to it is kind of a bit iffy, because on one hand, I do want to continue it, but on the other hand, I just don't really have the sort of motivation to sort of continue it, though. I will gladly continue it for people who still want to watch it, and if people really out there would fight hellfire and brimstone to even remotely see another 20-second long video of that shit come out again, though, which I will gladly do, and I have no problem with at all whatsoever. But it just mostly comes down to a lot of different aspects, of course, because might have to be some changes here and there with it going forward, just so that way then it can also work with more of with scheduling, and the pretty much the whole 9 yards with, my scheduling of life and that of other people who record in it, obviously. Another one would probably be that of the meme voiceovers, of course, the Rules of the Pirate Code and other skeleton meme overs. Those are still gonna be fine. There's nothing to really talk about there. Those are still gonna be on the channel. We're gonna do probably even more of those coming here soon. Another one is probably going to be comic dubs. Now, as to if I'm going to be continuing those, I have no idea just as of yet. That is going to be a definite more of in the air, more so damn near kind of like how the Mortal Kombat 11 fan dub series is going to be. Mostly because I do and I don't have sort of like this drive to continue doing them. Again, it's one of those things, I will gladly still do it for the people out there who enjoy watching them, and of course the people, who enjoy voicing in them, and of course I myself enjoy making the videos here and there, but mostly just on the sort of drive, so to speak, to actually do the content as a whole will definitely be the main question to later ponder about. And another thing that I would also like to talk about as well too would be going forward of other content maybe to start doing here soon. I have given it some thought though, and I might eventually, if of course I do pull the gun trigger on this though, fuck, that was like the most horrible way to describe something, to more or less pull the trigger on actually doing this current idea, which is potentially maybe reintegrating gaming content back into the channel as a whole. Now, before anyone asks, no, this is not me going on another one of those episodes of where, like, gaming and then voice acting, gaming and voice acting. No, it's kind of like I now just kind of want to do whatever the hell I want to at this point in time. And as well, too, though, if I do end up doing, like, gaming videos or just, sort of like videos in general, though, with, of course, the priorly mentioned thing of wanting to do more of the Captain Blackheart character going forward as more of a prominent figure on the channel, same with the Mob Boss character. I want to go for more of, like, sort of like that kind of approach when it comes to, like, the channel. So, like, if I were to hypothetically, like, make a video on, playing Fortnite or some shit, or just doing anything in general wise, I will portray that persona in a way and actually, do that to, again, give more life to the channel and to kind of be more diverse in a way, though, of course. Because I've had technically the persona of the channel, being essentially around the Skeleton Pirate for the longest time, and now after pretty much about over 6 years of doing this channel now, have finally decided that it might be actually time to go ahead and do that going forward for the channel. God only knows the fact that I have wasted so many years this sort of just fuck. Fuck. But yeah, that's kinda, I guess, about it, though, on everything. I don't believe I forgot anything out, though. If there is, or there was, I guess I might just have time to cover that another time around. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, no, I'm gonna be coming back here soon again. I'm not really gonna say coming back at this point in time because Jesus Christ, Derpy, I know you lurk in that comment section just waiting to sit there and to say your typical line. I can't blame you for it though, man. Really can't. But one of these days, I'm going to kill you in Sea of Thieves. Be prepared. But yeah, I guess that's about it, though, when it comes to, I guess, this entire topic as a whole with the channel update and whatnot, though. So there you have it, everyone. There's your little channel update and, update in general upon, the one and only over here, of course. And yeah, that's really going to be about it, though. So yeah, Pirate out.